Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabya and welcome to a brand new video for me. Today's video is really exciting for me because today is my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. So thank you so much for everyone that subscribed and supported the channel. It means so much to me. And so what I did last year for my first year anniversary on YouTube is I recreated the same look, and that's kind of what I think I'm just going to keep doing every year on the anniversary, kind of just to even reflect on how my makeup skills have enhanced and all of that. So basically today I tried to use as many of the same products as possible. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing with a friend. Also, I do have a giveaway announcement within this video, so please stick around for the whole video to see that announcement. And with that, you guys, let's just get into the video. So in that video, I used the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer, which I no longer have in my collection. So the next thing I have is the Versali Skin Tune Blurry Elixir. I was so nervous in this video, and I'm so glad that I've become a little bit more confident talking to a camera throughout the years. I remember when I uploaded that video, like this video that you guys saw was maybe my 6th or 7th video that I fully filmed, fully edited, and I never liked any of the videos I was creating, but at this point I was just like, you gotta put it up, and I was really scared. And the reason in the beginning I'm making all these weird eye expressions is because I put on a lash and it didn't sit on my eyelid, and I was trying to distract from that by bringing more attention to my eyes. So I no longer have the Urban Decay Primer Potion any longer. I don't really double prime anymore, even though my eyelids are still really oily. I've just found really good concealers that I can use now. But for the purpose of the video, I am going to go in with the Anastasia eye primer. This is a sample size, and I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer over top. I know I said I'm going to probably go in with the Too Faced concealer, but I'm not going to go over my entire lid like I did in this video. I'm just going to kind of clean up around the underneath of my brow bone with this, just so I have a little bit more of a bone, like more skin tone shadow underneath of that. So I'm just gonna do that really quick. And while I do this, I did just really quickly want to talk about like growth on YouTube. I haven't really figured it out, so if you guys have any tips and tricks on like how you think like growing your channel, getting more people, exposing your channel to more people, please let me know in the down bar. I've been wanting to do everything super organically. I know, like, and I feel like it's a little bit more difficult now. But I did set my eyelids with translucent powder. I'm using, this is a Ciate Everyday Vacay powder. Some tip, like what I noticed that I did that did help grow my channel is commenting on like videos. So I comment a lot on like, and not by saying stuff like, oh, follow me, blah, blah, blah. I did that really early in the beginning, and then Jackie Aina made a video calling out smaller creators that did that, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed in her reaction because, again, like, before I feel like there was collab videos, people worked together before YouTube really took off, and I just feel like now there's no really a way, I mean, at least I haven't discovered a way to really get your name like out there, get more people to view your videos. So I feel like interacting with like-minded content creators is like really great. But so now what I do is like, if I really like, I interact with videos, which you should be doing as a viewer anyways. Like, you should be commenting on content you are enjoying. So I guess I did my eye base and then moved into foundation, which I'm going to do now. But usually at this point now, I would just do my eye look. But I don't have the older NARS foundation. I have this newer one, the Natural Longwear Radiant one, and I prefer this over the one I'm talking about in this video. But Syracuse is still my perfect shade. When you're commenting, if you're a smaller content creator and you're commenting on bigger content creators or just other content creators, like, just give valuable information. Like, sometimes I'll scroll through, see if someone's like asking a question and answer it. I will engage, like, if they're saying like, oh, this makeup look was beautiful, I'll be like, oh yeah, like, I totally agree, I love how she did her eyeshadow or whatever it is, like I engage with them, not so much like try to be like, hey, come watch my video, come check it out. Like I feel like even like it's, I get that it's annoying for the creator, like for you to be advertising your channel on their channel, but it's also, I feel like the crowd isn't really into it anymore. It's like people get really irritated with you for engaging with them like that. But if it's like meaningful content, like sometimes they'll be like, oh, I know you said this is for dry skin. What would you suggest for oily skin? And I'm oily skin, so I'll be like, hey, like this is a great idea. So that's kind of what I noticed the most growth with, is engaging with people. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in this, and I just ran out of it. I am Ulta's having their 21 days of beauty sale again. I'm gonna purchase one with that because it, even though like it was difficult for me to use in the beginning, it actually became one of my favorite go-to concealers for like really full coverage. But for now, I'm going to use my Too Faced concealer in the shade Natural Beige. I put in a lot of work now. When this video, my husband was actually helping me a lot with my editing because I'm not very tech savvy at all. So he was helping a lot with the editing. And then finally I picked it up so that he didn't have to like help, so I could do all of this by myself. So now I put a lot of work into my videos, and I don't know, like I've been watching a lot of great content creators like talk about how they would suggest like growth, like with tags and titles and all that. And I feel like I implement it. I've learned how to like use tags, which I didn't know before. I was doing like hashtags for the tags section. So I did also run out of the Elixir banana powder, so I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty banana powder and set underneath my eyes with this. Next, I went into the Airspun loose face powder. I no longer use that anymore. I found that it wasn't as complimentary on me as I thought. So, and I don't use it with the kabuki. I don't use translucent powder with the kabuki brush anymore. I use it with a pretty flimsy brush. So again, I'm gonna go into the Ciate one, and this is the Aesthetica P12. It's really flimsy and big, and do a light dusting. And I think I also dusted off my bake with it. I did go into this Anastasia Neutrals quad that I like on Sephora. You pick 4 eyeshadows and you get the quad for free. So I went into Sienna first, and this is still one of my favorite quads because it's just like neutrals are something you need all the time. So I'm just gonna start running that. I feel like in this video I didn't like, I started off with such a dark shade. I would probably go in with something a little lighter. So I was saying sometimes it's really discouraging to create content and not get like the results that you want. But the one thing that I do think is really important for anyone to create, that is creating, is that you are creating for the purpose of creating. Like honestly, sometimes I don't like, I'm like, oh, I don't even know why I'm making videos. There's not like, is anyone even watching? But then I think like realistically, I love playing with makeup, and on a day-to-day basis, I do like the same look with the same products, and I don't get to really creatively express myself with makeup. And YouTube or Instagram is kind of like my creative outlet. So that's kind of what I tell myself. Like, I'm not trying to do this so much so for views or for, you know, like a profit. I want this to be something that is fun, and whoever joins on the journey, it's great. Like, that's what you have to tell yourself. Like, if you come into this, like, for the fame and all of that, like, again, those are great motivators, but I don't think it's easy. Now I went in with this shade right here, Morocco, which is still one of my favorite shades from her, and further intensified this with this color. I am so much more heavy-handed now. I'm learning. I would go in super lightly. Also, lighting is something I've learned so much more about. Camera adjustments, lighting, and all of that. Like, I sit in front of like 3 basic lights, and then there's a top light. So lighting is something I had to learn about. Again, I don't come from like a background in like film photography. It's just I love makeup, so that's why I started this. And so my husband is the one that helped me really like figure this out. And then we learned about camera settings, and so there's a lot that goes into it. And I don't know, there's so many great videos about like setting and setup and everything. So If you want, I can show you my setup and how I film everything, and like my camera settings. If you want to see that, let me know. But there are a couple of videos. I'll actually link the one that I watched when I was getting started down below. Okay, so another product I no longer have is that ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. That lasted me a really long time, and it was one of my favorite green eyeshadows to wear. But what I'm going to do is something that's a little similar is this Dose of Color Block Party eyeshadow, and this is in shade Jackpot. ColourPop eyeshadows are a lot cheaper than this, but do you see that glitter? It's so pretty. One piece of advice that I really want to stress is, I mean, you're gonna be the creator that you want, like whether it's doing reviews, whether it's doing, I don't know, like what you want your channel to be, you will be. But if you are starting off and you feel like you're in a rut, one thing I would strongly recommend against is buying product to review, to create content. I have spent so much money buying makeup products that I don't use, like, and you know, I don't return them or anything because I feel like that's so, like, as a consumer, so irresponsible of me. So I keep all these products that lie around in my collection, and then eventually I give them away to my sisters, or I throw them away, and it's so sad, like, because that's all of my hard-earned money that I'm not even making creating this content, that I'm just like literally throwing down the drain. So that would be my biggest piece of advice is find your voice, find your niche, find your content without feeling the need to spend like oodles and oodles of money on it. Like, that's something that was a hard lesson for me. I know it's hard to keep up with because of all the PR that bigger influencers get. Like, I know it's difficult to not be a part of that. But again, like, you're a beauty creator. I don't think that we are salespeople, which is like a hard truth I've had to learn. Is like, I'm not here to sell you on product. I'm here to teach people how to use products. So that would be one of my biggest tips after being on here for 2 years. This is where, unfortunately, my audio shut off, but I was basically saying that this is like a brush that you need to have, which I still stand by. This is that Morphe M507. It's a nice crease brush that comes to like a nice tip. And then I believe I went into the shade Fudge right here just to deepen the outer corners. This looks already pretty deep, but I'm just going to go and do that. Just blend that, and then I'm also just going to take this brown onto my lower lash line as well. Okay, so next I went into this Desi X Katy palette, which I still have. This is one of my favorites. Don't know if it's still that good anymore, but I am just going to go back into this Harpoon shade. Look doesn't really need it because that Block Party shadow is already pretty glittery, but any reason I could use this palette, I would. I'm still like super obsessed with Desi Bergens. She's one of my favorite beauty creators on the platform. So that is applied. Did you guys know that the Key X Desi collection is now no longer available? I'm like kind of sad. Those, I have like a lot of pairs of those sunglasses, but yeah, like she was talking about how that was like a limited time collection, and I mean, yeah, I feel like I should have known that, but I'm like so sad about it. Like, is there anything else we're gonna lose in 2020? Okay, so I just popped on the Smokey Muse lashes. I honestly still have the same issue as I did last time with the lash band popping up, but yeah, that is the eye look completed. Next, I went in with this Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, which is still one that I love, and just bronzed my entire face with it. Honestly, like a change I think I will be making for like bronzer applications. I love like these kind of brushes, but more so for a contour, I think I want to invest in like a big brush, like the one that came out with Sigma X Roxette, like a really big bronzer brush where you get more so like a diffused finish, especially for summertime where you want to just look a little bit more sun-kissed, I guess. Okay, so next I used a neutral blush from Tarte, which I also no longer have. I mean, thankfully, because like this video is 2 years old, I'm glad that I ran through some of those products. So I am going to be going in with the Patrick Ta blush in the shade She's Seductive and applying that. It's a little bit more, it's not as, it's like more of a mauve neutral than the Tarte one was a little bit more of a pinky neutral. I wanted to just highlight some great things that happened this year for me. Like, in terms of opportunity, like, I've been really happy to see, like, just opportunities for smaller influencers. I don't know what I might not have been doing right because the James Charles casting call was this past November, and that was really nice to be able to like participate in that, which was like a 5-minute video like talking about yourself. I got a few views, a few followers from that. I mean, I know that some people like their channels really grew from that, and so that was nice to be able to be a part of. Recently, Selena Gomez did a campaign for her Rare Beauty, so I was glad to be a part of that. And I also last year kind of tried to expand from just doing beauty videos. I did do one lifestyle video. Recently I did do one video with my husband, like where he did my voiceover. So I think that's just something I want to do this year, is more videos where you learn a little bit more about me. I can talk a little bit more about myself. Highlights like of all time, the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie Mírame highlight. I'm so sad this was limited edition. I wish you could still get this. I have their Fuego one, which is still available, and I don't like, on my skin tone at least, I 100% prefer Mírame. Like, the tones of it are so pretty, and like, it's gorgeous. I wish they would bring it back. I'm hoping they do what maybe Anastasia Beverly Hills did with the Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette, like bring it back, because this, I don't know, this is really good. Because I still have the lip liner I used in the video, which is the Kat Von D Beauty Hawken lip liner. Oh no, I don't have this anymore. The KKW Nude 2 liner, and just line my lips with this. I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Keep It Spicy, just because I want to see if I can get it a little bit more of that pinky nude shade. Which, I don't know why I did pinky nude with a green eyelid, but going in with the same lipstick I used in the video, the Dose of Colors More Creamer Please. Okay, you guys, and that completes this makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching me recreate my very first YouTube video. It's really nice to just see the amount of growth I have in terms of just like camera confidence, and like honestly just like if you're worried about it, just start doing it. You're gonna progressively get better. It's gonna be a little bit more easier for you to talk to like a camera, so it's so crazy to see, and I'm really glad that I made that first video even after all these years. Like sometimes again I do doubt, like, oh, like, am I going to make it on YouTube? But honestly, like, being able to create content and be, like, a makeup enthusiast and do this is, I feel like, now I appreciate, like, this to me is making it. Anyways, if you did stay till the end, I am doing a kind of big, kind of small giveaway, I guess. I want to give away a $50 Sephora gift card, and all you have to do is I'm going to post a picture correlating with this makeup look onto my Instagram, and all you have to do is tag 2 friends and let me know that you want to be entered. Also, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, and I really hope to have an amazing another year, more years journey with you guys. Please consider, again, I think I already said it, but liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing with a friend, and also follow me on Instagram. It is at Rab's Beauty. And yeah, you guys, I will catch you guys in my next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, practice social distancing, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.